What's going on, guys? Before I let the video start, I just want to take a little quick time to give a shout out to somebody, and let me get the username to make sure here. Sorry about this. So the reason why I'm doing this is because it's not to help him out. Well, I mean, yeah, it is to help him out a little bit, but the reason I think that is because he deserves it. I mean, ever since I did my videos, he's been watching me. I don't know when, but it's been a while since he's been subscribed to me, and he's been saying, awesome video, nice video. And I asked him, well, what'd you like about it? And he's like, oh, I like this, I like that, and you really made an improvement in your videos, and your videos keep getting better and better as you keep moving forward. And I really like that, because number one, he's giving me more confidence in terms of these videos that I'm making. Also, he's giving me feedback on what he likes, so that way I can keep doing that to keep on satisfying everybody, to make my videos more efficient. Or efficient, I don't know what's the word, but this way I can improve my overall performance in terms of these videos. And like, for example, recently, my most recent videos, I've had better audio quality because I'm using the microphone on this computer right here. All I do is record it on here, then record the video with this camera right here, replace the audio with these files that I record on my computer. So you guys pretty much get my background. So he gave me a shout out in this most recent video. I'm gonna return him the favor. So the person that gave me a shout out was hold on, sorry, I have it pulled up right here. Evil Ninjas 99. So Evil Ninjas 99, thank you so much for giving me a shout out, and thanks for the awesome feedback and what you liked about the video, and your comment about it. You know, I really appreciate it a lot. And so you guys can go over to his channel, check him out. He does tech videos just like me, except his is a little bit shorter. I only took a quick glance at it, and so far most of them seem to be like jailbreaks, and I'm not 100% sure about that. I didn't check it enough to confirm that, but he does do some jailbreak videos, some Cydia tweaks, some themes. So if you guys want to check him out, go ahead and check him out. There will be a link in the description below, so you can go onto his YouTube channel and subscribe to him, and I hope you guys enjoy his content. And so that's it, Evil Ninjas 99. Thank you so much for your awesome feedback, and I hope you, as well as everyone sitting at your computer right now, enjoyed the video that's coming up. And I'm gonna stop talking, and you guys get ready for the video that's coming, and I'll see you there. See ya. I don't know why I just did that. I normally don't do that. Is that a bad thing? Hey guys, what's up? Let's talk about YouTube. Guess what? The YouTube will be destroyed on the iPhone. No! Just kidding. YouTube isn't going to be destroyed on the iPhone. It's basically just the dedicated YouTube app that Apple created that restricted Google from making the app integrated into their operating system unless if they were to put it in the App Store. So yeah. You better stay tuned to see what's going on. So iOS 6 Beta 4 was previously released a few days ago for the developers to play around with, just to make sure the OS is okay and running fine. And you know how betas work, they're very laggy. But there was a report saying that iOS 6 Beta 4 did not feature the YouTube app. So what does this mean? Since Apple and Google have been all in these battles together, or Apple has been battles with companies that produce Android devices integrating Google's operating system into their mobile phones, and Google doesn't like that, so they pretty much just don't want to work with Apple anymore, and Apple's trying to get away from them. And we can see that happening because Google Maps will no longer be integrated into iOS, but instead Apple's custom-made integrated Maps application that they made themselves, and now they're gonna get rid of the YouTube app. But a war between Apple and Google isn't the only reason why the YouTube app is going to be removed from iOS. In fact, the reason why it's being removed is because, well, Apple's license with Google pretty much ran out. So yeah. So Apple has stated a quote, and it basically just summed up that, well, their license with Google pretty much ran out, so the YouTube app won't be in iOS anymore. However, they did say that Google is gonna develop a dedicated YouTube application in the App Store, and then we'll pretty much download it from there. So yeah, for those of you that really love this YouTube app, you're gonna be upset, but at the same time you probably won't, because you'll be able to download it from the App Store, unless if it's not compatible with this iPhone. And hopefully when iOS 6 comes out, I'm not on this phone again. So yeah. So there are two different thoughts to this. One thought is, why Apple? Why? And the other thought would be, yay! Oh boy, I can't do that. Maybe this might be refreshing. Anyway, the other thought would be, it's about time, Apple! You made a big mistake in not letting Google develop the app and then have it integrated into your operating system, because the way you made the YouTube app was a complete disaster. So you guys are probably wondering, what thoughts do I land in about this whole thought about YouTube being removed in iOS 6? I don't know, man! I fall in both! Jeez, stop asking me all these questions! sorry, I went a little over dramatic right there. The reason why I fall in both is because, well, at the same time I like the YouTube app, but most of the times I kind of just hate it. Wait, did that make sense? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that the YouTube app will be missed, but at the same time it won't be missed. Why is that? Because the YouTube app does has its perks, and there are some positive things about it. For example, you don't have to load up the web page and then load up your video, especially if you're using Safari on an older device. I mean, come on, Safari is very laggy, it's slow and sluggish, and the YouTube app is just quick like that in terms of opening it up. Unless you would have a faster browser like Opera Mini, as you see on my, there, it's right there. I mean, there are just little things that this YouTube app could have done to make my life easier. For example, replying to comments. I can read the comments, but I can't reply to them. Let's see, so this guy wants me to reply to him because he's like asking me if I get the videos under the feature tab, but he couldn't with his account. Well, let's see. I want to reply to his comment. How do I reply to it? How do I reply to it? I'm pushing the username right here. Let's see, what can I do? What are my options? Let's see. Rate or comment flag as inappropriate. Nope. I do want to comment, but I want it as a reply. Apple, you're insane! Alright, so you see my point so far. Another thing that I've noticed is that, well, if I were to load the YouTube video in the web browser instead of using the app, I always found the web browser to be a lot faster than the app, from my experience. Especially if you have Opera Mini. I mean, come on, Opera Mini is a lot faster than Safari, but Safari is in second place, so yeah, I won't knock it down too far. So, as much as the YouTube app has been on the iOS operating system since 2007 all the way to 2012, well, I think 2012 is the year that its life is going to end in the integrated operating system of iOS. And the only thing that can replace this app is the one Google will make in the App Store. But there are some things you have to be wondering about. For instance, what about the devices that are made in the older generations that already have the YouTube app but can't update any further? For example, this one can't update any further on iOS 4.2.1. I can't even get iOS 5 on here. That's how I've been doing my videos on an iOS 4 device, which is not fun. Well, what I think is going to happen with this YouTube app is that it's not going to be deleted. However, it's just going to be a broken app once Apple finally makes it official that the YouTube app won't be in the iOS operating system. And every time I open up this app, it's not going to be like how I'm opening up right now, you know, when it's loading. It'll probably just be like, incompatible app with this iPhone on this operating system. Too much for me to deal with. I can't take it anymore. Why am I saying this? Let's go back to the iPhone first generation. So if you were running iPhone OS 3.0 or later on the iPhone first generation, I believe it was updated all the way to 3.1.3, and that's when it started to lag. So people would downgrade their phones to the lower firmware to get back that snappiness. But if you were to downgrade too far, all the way to I believe 1 point something, the YouTube app did not work. It's still there, but it did not work because it did not meet the modern licensing agreement with Google. So yeah, I'm thinking this app is just going to be a busted app on the phone. That still works, outdated, but it's not going to be compatible anymore. So what are your thoughts about this? After talking about this, I think it's the best move that I think Apple has made in their iOS operating system, and here's why. The dedicated YouTube app and the integrated iOS operating system was a complete disaster. I didn't realize it until I found out that YouTube was owned by Google, and then I found out that Google wasn't even allowed to make the YouTube app for the iOS devices, which in my opinion that shouldn't have happened because Google owns YouTube. They know YouTube more. Look what happened on iOS, with the YouTube app. It was a complete disaster. There was no reply to comments. There was no there was no viewing other people's channels like you can do on the official website on desktops. And I think that Google trying to develop their own YouTube application into the App Store is the best move that they can do, because Google knows YouTube more and they know what to do with that app and make it look nice and smooth and just make it look a lot more attracting than the dedicated YouTube app that was made by Apple, even though they did not own YouTube. And this should have been done in the first place. Otherwise, don't put it on iOS at all. Do you agree, disagree? Leave a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video, and you have a good day now, and take care. I don't know why I just did that, don't ask. What's going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this episode of Ben's Tech Advice